Yo up guys, Mr. Ross here, back from MBR Starcast, but with some more of my, original live League of Legends gameplay. I still haven't really found a particular good name to call this. I guess it is just a spectator mode, but off my game instead. So we're looking at myself playing Irelia for the first time. Well, not necessarily the first time. I had previously owned her, so I'm sure I probably played her down the line somewhere, but she's never been a champion that I've ever enjoyed and really kind of understood. I finally got a bit more of a better hang of this game when I was kind of really reading what she was doing. It always used to confuse me how she could keep dashing with a Q, and every time I did it I just dashed on one person that was on cooldown. But I now realise that you have to actually kill the unit for you to be able to reset that, which is pretty cool. It would have been really OP if she could have just kept dashing forward like that. But anyway, team-wise, the spectator mode's working fine. I think I realised what was actually causing it is I was moving it into a folder called Good Games, so that I knew it was a game actually worth commentating over. But because of that, it would cancel out the spectator mode for some reason. So I've just had been going through all my LoL replay, deleting all my games, which is taking forever. But it's a lot more tidy now, and I just delete them one by one after every game. You got nothing more than glass. Look at them, these dirty guys down bottom. That's my team. Misfortune and the Tarek. Wow, dirty. Anyway, so we do have a Misfortune and Tarek down bottom. They've decided to take the Summoners of Exhaust and Heal, whilst on we have a Nocturne Jungle. I did actually try Nocturne Jungle the same day as this game. I believe, what day is it today? It's the 22nd today, so this probably went me up for a couple more days, but I was playing this on Thursday the 21st, and I tried jungling out with Nocturne. I just did not think he was really that strong these days. I just couldn't, I don't know, I got maybe 2 kills, but they had a Volibear jungle, and even though he didn't kill me, he just absolutely demolished the lanes. He had a lot more stronger ganking presence than what I seemed to, so I really should give Volibear a go, even if it was up top lane, because I do own him, but again, he's one of the champions, so I've never really, even though I have owned, I must have spent so much time playing Singed and Vladimir when I was properly into League. I really kind of missed out on a lot of champions. So, nevertheless, we are going to be playing as Irelia today. We're going to be going against Singed. Obviously, Singed himself is a mean ass tank. He has actually just been nerfed in the latest patch, so for this game he is reduced a little bit. I believe his fling damage got reduced a little bit, and also the scaling of AP. I think it was originally like 1 or something, now it's 0.75 or something like that for every ability power. I'm not too sure, but I know he has been nerfed a little bit, not heavily, but I don't know. But anyway, we've decided to run Ignite and Flash for this game against Singed Boy, and he's gone for his Exhaust and Flash. So I keep seeing Singed players, he's the second Singed that I've seen in game now that has actually decided to have taken Flash. I don't understand why. I can't understand it, because Singed obviously really kind of revolves around having that speed, and obviously you do have that from your ult, but with Ghost, no one will get away with you, and you're so tanky, you could literally just run after them under a turret. With Flash, you can't really do that. I'd actually seen a pro game yesterday that someone playing Singed took Flash and Exhaust, which I thought was pretty smart, to be honest. I do think Singed, or I'm not sure how much about under this nerf. I did actually play one game which I may commentate. It was a ranked game. I have some original recordings of the audio, but I think it's a bit dodgy, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. Jax does come up for a gank up here. He gets a bit greedy, or maybe gets a bit impatient, because he does actually show himself. You see there, I was just really trying to burst Singed. I'm not going to chase the Singed down, and obviously all my cooldowns are on, so it's not worth it. I just want to keep poking him the best I can, and because of that, it did actually bring Jax out. It did show him what was going on. I think we go in here, and Nocturne kind of really fails this gank here. There's no ward, Singed has no vision. Maybe I went in a bit too early, but I don't know. I was waiting for Nocturne to pop his taunt. Probably went in a bit too early then. But the lane was kind of pushing, and we had to try and make something happen. But at least he popped his Flash, which is one benefit. Obviously my Ignite went down, but I'm happy to trade Ignite for his Flash anyway, so I was happy with that result. Anyway, I don't know why we're still watching me. We do have this direct camming there. No kills have kind of gone over the board. I'll call that my little introduction period of time. Jax is waiting up in that top tri bush, but I think if we actually go to myself in time, he gets there, about to do it, and unfortunately he was a little bit too slow. Just a second off. Sometimes I have happened into games where I've played it and they have actually caught you, and then there's games where they haven't caught you. An early flash being caused by turret there, certainly didn't want to get caught up in those double stuns there. I don't know, it could have been avoided, but you don't know, you never know. The burst damage from Ashe and Alistar I'm sure is pretty strong. As you can see, just the Q from oh, what a knockback by Alistar. That was beautiful. He actually had to flash in towards to get that, but that was absolutely lovely. Securing first blood down in this bottom lane. And Jax, I did not realise Jax actually died to minions, poor guy. And we do have an Xerath mid lane. This is my friend George playing Xerath, who's played, he's pretty much a mid laner. In a couple of my games he's actually played jungle, but mid lane is his strongest. He really did struggle this game. I kept telling him to play Xerath because I really enjoyed him, and there's my video where I don't know, yeah, it'd be up before this game, so I can say I was playing against Ken and I absolutely blew him up with the Xerath. But my friend George, I think he might have actually taken AD masteries for this game by accident, but he just couldn't get that early game damage. He did actually pick it up a bit late game, but he was really complaining to me, why did you tell me to pick Xerath? He was free, so that was the reason why he picked him, but he was facing against a Nunu, and he just found him too tanky, and obviously Nunu can just kind of heal up his damage and so forth. But come towards the later game of this, he finally actually does start to get a bit of a more burst going with Xerath, and after he kept complaining to me, I certainly told him. I can see what he kind of meant. Obviously, he kind of felt that he wasn't doing damage, but I kept telling him he was doing his combo wrong, but he wasn't listening to me. I was saying E, then Q, but you can see there he went Q, then E, which is, it's not really beneficial because it doesn't stun them or anything. At least with the stun it allow him to get a couple auto attacks in, but obviously he does only have boots at the moment, so we are going down here. This is a big battle. Singe luckily gets away. I dive in here on Jax, got my ult just up luckily. Unfortunately run out on the blades, and Nunu does come over here, and it's all going pretty dangerous. He has chucked the ignite on myself, and I just decide that we got to try and bat it out. Dive in with my Q onto Jax there, but unfortunately Nunu did have his ultimate up, and that is going to be a double kill for himself. And my friend Terrorizer, he really didn't know what he was doing. Xerath really kind of struggling to get away. You see, he didn't have enough mana to really do anything, but having to pop the flash to get away from Nunu then. So not the best full starts. Obviously I did pick up myself a kill over Jax then, but the fact that Nunu got a double kill from it wasn't brilliant, but nevertheless, not to worry. It means that I can now back. For this game I did actually decide to go defensive runes and masteries, but for whatever reason I started off with a longsword. I'm not really too sure. It gives me that bit of nice damage, and it can be built into many things, like you can build into a phage or a brutalizer or something like that, which would be quite nice against Singe. I'm not too sure what I actually end up building into. We will see when this game kind of progresses. But Singe himself has gone and got some Mercury treads. A bit of classic, I guess, but I don't know. I think maybe some armor would have been a bit nicer against myself. But that's what he's gone back for, you know. It's interesting to see him complete those boots. Obviously, it gives him that bit of speed, but I think maybe completing something like the catalyst would be a lot nicer, because obviously the mana it gives you, and the mana regen, and the fact that the mana it gives you all works towards your passive to give you more health. Now I think a sapphire crystal, just one of them, gives you like 120 HP. If it scales that well, I don't think they actually nerfed the way his health scales with mana in it during this patch. But if that is the case, then I don't know. I don't understand why he hasn't gone kind of, or why he's gone down that boots route. Maybe he's kind of new to Singe. I don't know. But that's just my personal preference. That's how I would play Singe. He has popped his ultimate here, and Jax does come in. I obviously do not have flash up as I tried to dive away from it before, and it's all starting to get messy. I can't really actually. I'm not sure if I actually pick this up. I get a nice stun onto Jax, and I have got my ultimate up, and that will be Jax dropping a lovely fling by Singe. But unfortunately, even though it is leaving me alone, why is it leaving me alone? Picked up a kill on Jax, but like they say, leave me alone. Never chase a Singe. Where's Nocturne? And it goes on to Nocturne. Nocturne does actually pick up this kill. There we go. So unfortunately I didn't get the assist on it. It was a bit too late. But Nocturne was good job, good fucking job. Already I was like, ah, sees man, it's all good. So picked up. That's my second kill now. It was a bit greedy for them to actually dive. I guess they thought with Singe being as healthy as was, they could actually afford to dive me, but it really wasn't the case. This is what I mean. I was trying to tell him. I was like, "Why are you popping your ult like that, man? At least stun him, then pop your ult. No wonder you're doing no damage to him." I think maybe he's been having a bit too many beers or something. I don't know. Certainly not. I kept telling him, but he wouldn't listen to me. But eventually, when he kind of warms into it, he kind of did get the hang of him. But nevertheless, it was a nice kill, or nice to survive from the turret dive. Now, obviously, they were both looking to secure the kill with the fling and stuns they actually have. But luckily, Jax had a bit more HP than myself, and that meant that he was stunned at the turret. So easy kill there, and you could never chase. Well, you never meant to chase a Singe, but he was so low, but he's just so fast. I was never going to really catch up with him then, especially when he's got completed boots as well. And we have a ping battle war down here. Who is going to secure it? Unfortunately, the purple team do actually get that one. Not much you can do about that. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But nevertheless, at least Nocturne picked up the kill, so you know it all went in our favour really. Because I spent so much time in this mid lane now, my farm that I had kind of picked over Singe starts to actually evaporate. As you can see, he was actually kind of freezing the lane there, just running in front of the turret. As Singe does, just poison all the minions up, as he does best. Nocturne, he's going to get a bit greedy here. What the hell? I can't believe he just went in like that. Is he going to get a kill here? He did actually pick a kill up Jax, so that was really, really greedy and really aggressive. I think Nunu picked that's his third kill of the game, Nunu now, so he's now sitting on Sorcerer Boots, Doran's ring and the last one, and here comes Singe to the rescue. Oh, unfortunately he missed his Q then. Had he actually had his Q up, his ultimate was ready. Maybe if he knew how to play Xerath a little bit more better, he could have possibly have killed Singe them, because the fact that even when you chuck your E on them, you could still stun them with your ultimate, but I just couldn't explain that to him. I don't think he also, until late game, he didn't realise that the ultimate was a 3-round burst. He thought it was just once, and that he was like, this is shit, it does only like 100 damage. I was like, it does 3 rounds. But, so, come towards the late of game, he does actually kind of realise, but I'm not going to chase the Singe there, as you can see. But lovely, I think it was a double kill down on the bottom. I think Misfortune actually this game was having an amazing game. Tarek really loving his flashes. He does not want to get in any trouble whatsoever. But that is actually 4th kill of the game now. Currently sitting on a BF sword and a Vampiric Scepter, so we'll be looking again to that early Bloodthirster. Compared to their Ashe, who she is 20 CS up on her, but Ashe does actually have 2 kills for herself, and the ultimate is going down. And he does actually have one more round burst, unfortunately not getting it all down onto Nunu then, but the flash has been popped, but I don't know. Yeah, obviously he's only sitting on his Sorcerer's Shoes and a Blast and Wand at the moment. I don't know. I think maybe, like I said before, he hadn't actually taken AD mastery to this game, which probably didn't help himself. And Tarek, obviously after he put his flash a little bit earlier, has gone down there unfortunately to Jax. Lovely all the CC, you know, from the ultimate from Ashe, and then the stun from Jax, and then obviously the knockup from Alistar's all beautiful stuff. So kill going on to Jax now, his 2nd kill. 4 deaths though. He has he died quite a amount of times now. Compared to where's our Nocturne? How's our Nocturne doing? 2 kills, 3 deaths, 1 assist, so not too bad. And we have the battle. Can he stun him? He has the ignite down, the flash. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think he was telling me how lucky he was to actually have flashed out of his ultimate then. Had he been in there for 1 more second longer, or had not made that flash, he'd have been instantly dead. So that was the spike he needed, considering Nunu had 3 kills. No wonder he was kind of really struggling against him, as he hadn't even died to him, so which probably didn't help. But thanks to that kill, he might be able to back and get something worthwhile to help him in his conquest. Item wise, we can look at myself now, as we haven't really looked at myself since we actually picked up that kill over Jax after he turret dove us. I've decided that I need to get myself a bit more tanky to kind of compete with Singe, and that was the reason the defensive mastery and runes I had, so I had to try and make best use of use out of it. So I decided to go for a Giant's Belt and the I can't even think what it's called. Is it the chain vest? Chain vest. That's the bad boy. Even though the armor doesn't really help too much against Singed, it'd be useful against the likes of Jax and Ashe and so forth. And it can build in the Sunfire Cape, and I really do like the Sunfire Cape. I think it'd be a nice item on Irelia. And also a little bit of magic resist as I'm building into my Mercury treads. So at the moment it's still pretty even. You know, it's pretty hard to kill a Singe really without any ganking. Or even though both times I think I actually did kill him. Oh no, I haven't even actually killed Singe. Both kills have been over Jax in all fairness, actually, saying that. The only kill over Singe was by Nocturne. Ah, Nunu is just so tanky. And Nocturne, greed. Xerath has picked up the kill over Nunu, very nice, but Nunu did actually pick a kill over Taric there, and I'm not sure who picked up the other kill then. Possibly Alistar, but yeah, very greedy by Nocturne there. He's a very greedy boy. And I decided to dive Singed here, finding this right moment in time, and I actually flashed after him, even though it does actually show me doing it as we're looking down bottom. And then maybe a double kill for Misfortune, but as you can see in the minimap anyway, Singed did get away. I was bursting down like crazy, and obviously he flashed, I flashed after him, hoping that I had one more shot with my ultimate. I don't even know what my ultimate's actually called. What's it called? Transparent Blades. So I thought I had one more shot left in my blades, but which I didn't, and I flashed after him, and then I realised even without that I was hoping, yes, I can Q him, and I didn't have enough mana to Q him, and that was that. And it wouldn't have been worth chasing a Singe under another turret, so it was a bit annoying really. I was a bit upset about that, considering I just burnt my flash and everything for that, but at least it did push him out of lane, and it showed to me that I am strong enough to kill the Singed on my own, especially diving under his turret like that. So gave me that bit more of just feeling a bit more comfortable in the lane really. As like I say, this is the first time I've properly played Irelia, or at least in a year. You know, I have played it before, but never really spent the time on her. But I think she's quite good fun, you know, as this game kind of progresses. I do start to get my head a little bit more around her, which you will see. But to be sitting 2-1, 84 CS, obviously it's not brilliant by the 17-minute mark by any means, but I have been kind of mid lane a little bit. But the main thing is I've beaten Singed, or he's just caught up with me now, and that is the main thing. I really do not know what happened there. I think from a stun from Jax, and Nunu's ultimate just absolutely blew up Xerath then, unfortunately. And it's going to leave it down to Taric, Misfortune and Nocturne to hold this mid lane for the time being. So we've now backed anyway, for myself. We've been able to back, get a Sunfire Cape now, and again, my ult had such a short cooldown, so you will see during this, I do actually kind of spam it a couple of times just to clear creep waves, as the cooldown on it is only like 60 seconds or something, so, you know, I thought, you know, if someone's not in lane, you know, it allows me to kind of push the turret a little bit more faster and so forth, and all that good stuff. Looks like Taric is going to be left alone to try and fight against all three of these mid lanes. Probably the worst champions you want to fight against, with Jax's stun and obviously Alistar's all his CC. And you can see there Xerath getting really kind of caught out of place there. Not the smartest of all ideas. And really interesting exhaust by Jax then on by Taric on Alistar. I don't really know what he was doing with that exhaust. It was pretty pointless, but again, Nocturne diving in there once again. He did actually manage to pick up Jax, but a lovely ult by Misfortune keeping them all alive. And I pushed my turret, killed up my turret from top lane, so I now realise this. I now realise, oh shit son, we've now got to go help this mid lane. So if we switch to myself, where am I? I'm coming down, I'm like, oh look at all these three bitches, I'm going to kill them all. Here's a triple kill for Irelia now, let's show how OP I am. I get knocked up straight up in the air, and I'm like, oh shit, that's never good. Just try to focus Ashe down. I actually do pick up the kill there. Now on the hunt for Alistar, but he's a bit too fast for me, unfortunately. And with the Blood Boil put onto Alistar and Nunu, it is just too much for me to do anything. Misfortune did actually pick up the kill on Alistar there. Unfortunately, not able to get the kill onto Nunu, and Jax is on the hunt for her now, but she is going to be able to get away with that. She is a very fast champion, so happy with that, you know. I would have preferred to have maybe got the double or even a triple, but really didn't have the damage there or the speed to kind of really catch up with them then, unfortunately. Thanks to Nunu's Blood Boil on himself and Alistar kept them away. But the fact that we picked up one over Ashe and then Misfortune picked up a kill was very nice. And you see now my friend George finally starting to understand how to play Xerath. He's got his 3rd kill now, he's finally got his nuclear large rod, so not far off his dev cap. His farm this game was absolutely terrible, almost half of Nunu's. So I think, I don't know what he was doing, I think he must have been daydreaming most of the game. I think he was really kind of struggling with Xerath this game, but nevertheless, he still had that massive, you see there how he just burst Jax down crazy, and there his E and QW combo really working nicely, so I think he's starting to at this point to get the hang of Xerath a lot more. But on myself now, 3 kills to 1 death, 109 CS, only Misfortune really out-farming us at the moment, as she should be doing. I've gone for my Vampiric Scepter just for that little bit more lifesteal, even though I do have that, you know, the passive lifesteal from my W anyway, but I thought it'd be beneficial. I can't remember what item I was thinking about going in for. That's part I can't remember. I just had that longsword, so I wanted to build it into something, I guess. And it's all going crazy. We're all diving here. I get stunned by Ashe's ultimate, so I decide to pull back. And once again, Nocturne just pops his ult in there and once again dies for really no reason. And we're all so low now. It was a really bad engage as obviously Ashe come around from the side with her ultimate, picked up the kill over Xerath. And obviously, like I say, Nocturne died straight under on that turret to pick his 6th death of the game. Very greedy. That's what I mean, Nocturne just doesn't have that presence where he can... Or, it was a really silly decision to jump in there with all 3 of them there. Especially under their turret, so it wasn't really the most wisest thing to do, but nevertheless, it's all good, it's all gravy. So they are going for dragon. We have no wards on this, so it's going to be a free dragon for themselves. It will put the gold. They are currently in the gold lead. We do actually have 1 turret. They must have secured another dragon in the past, I think. I guess their farm might be a little... I don't know, I think our farm... I guess you can look at mid lane, that's pretty low. The jungler's a little bit higher, so... I don't know, it's not too far off. Tariq and myself are looking for the kill around here. I don't know why we really... I didn't really feel it was worth going in here, as you can see that Alistar... we popped the exhaust, again he popped the exhaust down on Alistar. But I didn't really want to chase him because I kind of had that feeling that they'd all be around there anyway. But I did actually pick up the kill over on Nunu, and then did I kill? No, yeah, it was Nunu. And then somehow, I don't really know what happened, I remember seeing Singe on the minimap coming around, and I only just caught the glimpse of it then. Like, Xerath just suddenly blew up Singe. I don't know how much HP he actually had during that battle, but next thing I knew, Singe was dead, so puts Xerath on 4 kills now, has his death cap, so he's certainly going to be looking very strong now. And here is Jax. We did have it warded up, so we knew that shit. I was able to jump in there, slow him with my E, and good old Xerath was able to finish him down with a nice EQ burst. So certainly looking a lot stronger. 5 kills on him now, 4 kills on myself, 7 kills on Misfortune. She's completed her Bloodthirster and Phantom Dancer along with a pickaxe, so she's looking very strong. I guess she's going to be looking to her Infinity Edge as a next kind of item. I was here, I was running down, I was like, fuck off Tarek, you little bitch, you cannot be stealing all this farm off me. And he just starts shouting all like this. I'm like, no, why can you do this to me, Tarek? I want this farm. So I jump in there, and even though we're not looking at myself, you can see in the top left hand corner I was actually flicking my ult to kill them through. Even though, you know, Tarek needs a little bit of farm, but for me that farm is very important for myself. It's going to mean that I can get those bigger items, so I didn't want him, especially it was my farm. That's my lane, bitch. I wasn't letting him have any of it, so I'm trying to push up top a little bit whilst I can. You know, I know that quite a lot of them are all down bottom. Obviously, I'm just hoping that they didn't get caught out like this. Lovely stun by Tarek. Xerath would have been a dead man then had they got the fling on him. But they did actually pick up the fling on Misfortune. A nice bit of damage going down. Luckily they did actually survive Ashe's ultimate then. And Jax is coming in. Shivedi Reveille's been popped by Alistar, and they have caught out Tarek. Xerath in a bit of a bad position there in the south as well, whilst I kind of actually pushed this top lane. I don't know, I'm sure I must have knew something was going on, but I felt that it was quite beneficial to try and get this top turret. So they're picking up the kill on Alistar there, very nice. Nocturne once again jumps in, they should be able to pick up the kill on Ash very easy. Kill going on to Nocturne, the 4th of the game. And Jax will leap away. I think I saw Nunu coming towards me, I didn't realise what health he had. And I knew Singed was somewhere as well, and Singed obviously had actually recalled, so I was a bit scared they were both coming up into that top lane, so decided to call it quits when I can. Haven't done much damage to it, but it did push up the wave a little bit anyway, giving me a bit more farm, meaning that I can now back and get my Sheen. Decided that the Sheen would be nice to proc, and I think I actually decided to build that into the Iceborne Gauntlet instead of the Trinity Force. I just think the slow from the Iceborne, I actually love it. I think it's a brilliant item, along with the mana and obviously the armor it all gives you as well. So there you go. Jax is absolutely getting demolished now. They're a bit out of range for his ultimate then, but what can you do, you know, once it's on there, once you pop one you might as well get rid of the other two, even less if there's no one there anyway, because it is worth nothing, and that will be the death of him. He's never going to get away from that, no, not a chance. He could try his hardest, but again, caught out of place a little bit. He's decided to build into his Haunting Guise, which is interesting. We'll give him that bit more of armor pen when he does finally complete that. Pop my ultimate down, trying to chase Ashe, and I think I really get kited here so hard with the slow from Nunu, the Blood Boil on Ashe and himself, and I just could not do it. And I was there like, oh my god, I'm just going to have to start focusing on Nunu now, losing so much HP. It's like, shit, where am I? I want to go watch myself. But I still make the hunt down, put the ward there just to make sure that if I know Nunu's following me. And I do actually put the warder in this bush, which pretty much helps me out. I can see that there, and I'm able to, thankfully, because of that ward, it gave me that little bit of additional vision of Ashe making up that way, allowing me to queue over that little bush then. So it was very nice. I couldn't believe I was getting kited like an absolute boss during that, and you see Tarek here does actually die. Does sacrifice himself for the greater cause, but with Nunu slow and Jax is stunned, you're never going to get away from that, unfortunately. I do actually must bump into Nunu here. I knew that Xerath was coming up, so I was like, we can bait him out here, easy enough, and so it was, picking up my actual 6th kill of the game there. And I was like, Jax is around here as well, man. We can start taking this blue buff, but Jax will be coming, and so forth he does. And once again, able to jump onto him with my nice E-slow. Jax almost actually did kill me then, he had quite a nice bit of burst. Does have 7 kills for himself, with the Bloodthirster and Seal, and obviously his Wriggle Lantern as well. But luckily for ourselves, Xerath's burst. Ashe, Misfortune was there as well. I don't think she actually got the assist, but he was shut down. Blue buff going over to Xerath anyway, so it was happy days. Meaning that I can now back. I've got 6 kills on myself and 3 assists with just the 1 death. I'm now able to afford my Iceborne Gauntlet, and I know now, as soon as I pop any ability, no one is going to be getting away from myself or away from my team. You know, it's going to be. It was a really smart choice, and we will see shortly the effects of having it on Irelia. I think it was a very strong item to go for. And just like I say, again, for all the armor, with the Sunfire Cape and that on me, I now have, you can see I now sit on 240 armor along with 115 magic resist, which is just ridiculous. And you can see there, Singed getting absolutely slowed by myself, and then a nice EQ combo by Xerath, and that was just insta-death for Singed. He's actually got no kills this game. Finally completed his Rod of Ages now, gone for a blast and wand, but 0 kills, 3 deaths and 3 assists. Things haven't really gone his way this game, really, compared to myself. I really kind of get caught out of place here. I don't know really why I did that. Obviously, because I had the Sunfire Cape, it procced the aggro from the turret then, unfortunately. We're all kind of just doing this sort of dance around here now. Everyone's kind of like, when do we go in? When do we go in? I'm just kind of trying to sit around here, trying to find that right opportunity when I can kind of dive in from the back and then find. I can see Ashe is wide open now. Nocturne puts a lovely ult onto her, and with my blade shooting out just like that, they were never going to get away. And a very nice knockback by Alistar then actually did knock me into Nunu's ultimate then, but thankfully my Q was off cooldown. I was able to jump back onto him and he was instant death. Picking up a double kill for myself, 8 kills, and a double kill from Nocturne as well, which actually put him into a positive score now, so things are certainly looking in a positive way. See, they actually went for a surrender route, what failed, 2 to 3, so one Just needed one more, but they still obviously must have felt that they had it. You know, I always believed, you know, not to never really kind of surrender. Or you know, there are certain situations, but what a dive there! You can see how the Iceborne Gauntlet's passive really kind of works there completely, or with the slow as well from the Misfortune. Singe had no chance, and obviously the slow from my E as well, which completely chomped them down. Picking up my 10th kill over Jackson, jumps straight into us and has no chance, gets absolutely shut down. Burst damage from us now is just crazy, and I think Nunu will probably actually die here as well, unless he does get onto the turret. He has actually made his way to safety, and Ash is now just auto-attacking us down. I believe I actually died for my trouble as well here now. I just could not get away from the slow of Nunu and Ash, plus the Blood Boy on Ash as well, so there was just no chance of that. She does have 5 kills for herself with the Bloodthirster and the Phantom Dancer, so she was pretty auto-attacking pretty quick, especially that Blood Boy on her. Which means that we had to back off and we have to live to fight for another day. But I believe they just have one, or they have just mid turret. Mid got absolutely destroyed. They still actually have their tier 2 turrets stuck on the top and bottom there, but they did actually lose one of their main turrets on their base, so just the one there left. So not looking in a particularly good position for them, but they're going to have to be careful now of the super minions coming for themselves. Nocturne's going to be looking to secure Dragon. I'm not sure if this is actually our first Dragon on the game. It's the first one I've noticed our Nocturne taken anyway, but not to worry. So I picked up my second death there, 10 kills now and 5 assists. Deciding that where I was originally going for this kind of tanky build, decided that I wanted to chuck a BS sword in there, just purely so that I could see what Irelia was like with that kind of AD damage burst. You see they are actually taking Baron here. I think Tarek luckily just spots it out. Oh, they did take Baron. I didn't realise they actually took this. Wow. Showing you even when you are down, you can still make these plays happen. Unfortunately, not having any wards there, we kind of really got caught out of place. But we all grouped up, me, Xerath and Nocturne, picking off Ash straight away, and there is their main damage done. Without Ash there, they don't really have much going for themselves, and it's now down for me and Nocturne to make the work go. But Misfortune coming down right amount of time, putting bullet time down on the remaining 2 survivors. Pick up my 12th kill of the game. Misfortune must have picked up a kill then as well, and I think Nocturne got a kill out of it. So even though they did get Baron, they got ace straight away, so obviously the gold advantage for their self would have been a little bit nice, but the fact that they lost that buff straight away really wasn't kind of worth it. And that is their turret down, and unfortunately I was spamming laugh a bit too much, I think, and I couldn't kill it quick enough. There wasn't enough minions, as we only have the sort of mid push with us, so their minions was kind of holding off, and it wasn't really worth dying there, as Alistar and Ashe and Jax are all back up now. So decide to back, and they get to fight for one more day. The lucky guys, but Misfortune picking up that tier 3 bottom turret, and their tier 3 top turret is actually starting to push as the minions must push through their tier 2 one up in top. So it's happy days, finding their red buff in their jungle there. It's going to be a nice little addition to myself. Just trying to get a bit more creeps before I actually decide to back. I think there is one more battle before I actually do back. Alistar getting caught out big time here. He has knocked, I think Nunu was just too busy farming them. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get an assist on that. I was a bit too late to the battle, but not to worry. I don't know if I actually decide. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do actually back. I don't know. We'll see. The battle is commencing. The stun's gone on to Singe, but it's soon cleared out, and it's just exhaust going down on Singe now. I don't know if he will actually die. Obviously, focusing Singe is not really the greatest idea when you've got Ash auto attacking her there, but me and Nocturne actually finally decide to jump on her, and that will be the death of Ash, unfortunately. And Nunu did actually kill me here, and I think Nocturne, Jax got a triple kill, yeah. No one focused Jax, I think, but I'm pretty sure Nocturne does actually pick a triple kill up for himself here. Well, Nocturne, you can do it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. He might even die now if Alistar's there. Lovely flash. Oh, he is a bit off with his actual flash there, his placement, and a lovely fear by Nocturne anyway kept him back, and he will be actually able to survive that. And that was my third death of the game now. but it will be our final push now. I actually decided to back because I had enough gold to get the Infinity Edge. I was like, fuck this shit. I just want straight up damage now. I think Alistar's found to the point that he's just trolling now, like an absolute noob. I don't know why he's doing it, but so forth. I decided that I wanted Elixir as well. I was meant to buy the Elixir of Fortitude, but I bought the Elixir of Brilliance instead by accident, so I guess the ability did scale a little bit on myself, but I was really after that Elixir of Fortitude, but not to worry, that's how these things go. But now, certain final items are going to be my Infinity Edge, along with the Iceborne Gauntlet, along with the Sunfire Cape, so rocking out the armour, heavy damage as well, and obviously a little bit of Vampire Scepter, just for a little bit more bonus lifesteal in there, along with my Mercury Treads, so we weren't far off for having complete items there. It was very nice, very nice. Nocturne actually decided to take his blue buff for himself there. He was like, fuck you, Xerath, this shit's mine. Xerath item wise, he's got his death cap. He's gone for a lot of armor penetration there with his the torment and obviously the void staff as well. That is a lot of magic. That is a lot of magic penetration. Obviously his sorcerer shoes as well. And Ash has completely been caught out there. I was trying to run away from Tarek, but lovely ult by Nocturne there, catching him out of place. And myself and Xerath are starting to go down onto Jax, picking up the kill there. Xerath was never going to survive that, being in the middle of Nunu's ultimate, unfortunately. And we're trying to chase as soon, as I say, it's never the smartest idea, but thankfully with the slow from my Iceborne, he was never going to get away from that anyway. And we do have the heals from Tarek to keep us alive. A lovely flash by myself as we know this game is finally over. A nice result. Very happy with that. First time, like I say, I've played Irelia in a very long time, so to pick up 13 kills on her with the 3 deaths and 13 assists, I was very pleased with it. Our team went 48 kills to 28, so very nice game. If you guys got any more tips or any champions you'd like me to see play, I'll be happy to play them. I'm going to have to cut the recording short as I start to get actually hiccups now, so probably been speaking for too much. So nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day. Peace.